This is some of my brick collection. My friend Dennis Nygaard, he's the one that kind of got me into bricks. I saw his outdoor display of bricks. I figured, oh, that's something I want to do. So this is way standard Minneapolis FV company, Smith and Beal. I love how that Minneapolis fully spelt out and sized. This is from New Brighton. The Cattleman's Hotel was their historical society. Grabbed some bricks and they tore the old hotel down. This one is just a crude looking brick. Looks like some kind of spring ended up in the clay. This one I pirated it out of somebody calling themselves Da Vinci the Kid. It's a clean looking brick, unique. Here's one of my favorite bricks. So this is one I'd bring to the Antiques Roadshow, get it praised. But really this is, believe it or not, this is Tiffany, Chicago, but this is the same Tiffany, New York, Louis Comfort, the guy that made stained glass work, bronze sculptures, but he apparently was in the bricks for a short while. Experimented with colored glazes, so this has got a really, I don't know, like glassy glaze, white glaze, but this was found basically on the hillside where they demolition like a state hospital. But so I don't know, I assume it's just meant to look clean, white, very, so I don't, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, obviously reverse the end here, that was a mistake, but Louis Comfort Tiffany, he moved that brick or designed it, and it's I don't know, I was gonna say White Castle, the old White Castles, they use this Tiffany bricks in their construction. So if you see an old white, very old, one of the original White Castles, it was made out of these Tiffany bricks. Some more of my collection here. We got Mexarco door. We got a Viking brick. We got a Menominee, Wisconsin brick, pressed brick. The Menominee Company, Wisconsin. Got a Shakopee brick. Getting pretty local there. Got a what is this? St. Louis made a lot of bricks. A lot of bricks coming out of St. Louis. Excelsior brick, except I don't think this is not Excelsior, Minnesota. I went online, somebody claims Excelsior, Wisconsin, so I don't know what the story is on that one. Actually, they just made bricks up in New Brighton up the road here, but I don't know if they ever embossed or incised their bricks. Sparta, Federal, more Tiffany bricks. I'm rich. Like I say, maybe someday I'll bring these to the Antique Roadshow, get them evaluated. It could be worth millions. Hybrant electric furnace. Another Smith and Beal probably brick. Way Crown, Minneapolis. Just so yeah, I don't know. Collecting old bricks kind of got to be a hobby for me. One of my hobbies. Maryland, we got a brick from Maryland. Don't know what PM stands for. Standard number 1. Alcy, Illinois. AP Green. What's this one? Common brick. Mexico. Dover. Barber, Missouri, high grade. Like I say, St. Louis is the one they put out a lot of bricks. You'll get a lot of, some of those St. Louis bricks are quite old too. So, something king. Some old bowling pins. My iron collection, broken bottle collection. Oh, here's a jung. That's a jung bottle. It's actually where the Oasis Cafe was Eiffel Brewing, Northwest Brewing, and Jung from Milwaukee took it over. Probably about 1890s. Stored their product there. So this is kind of a common artifact in Stillwater, jung bottles. But they're out of, well, here's a nice white Toyota looking stromatolite. It's actually a blue-green algae fossil. A red wing unglazed pottery or flower base. All my cinnamon quartz I collected over the years. Fossil cephalopod. When I say cephalus, oh, that's some fun stuff. That stuff was in abundance. You know, small area that we collected. Another fossil cephalopod related to the modern squid. What else we got? Just a crap load of little agates I collect. Just throw them in here. It's my agate garden. Piece of petrified wood I found out in the Dakotas. Those are my Stataculites. Kind of one of the cooler looking Minnesota fossils. I used to have a bigger collection of these with nice. I just mistakenly let them go over the years, either handing them off or traded them. But yeah, these things are, now it's really hard to get into sites and collect them. Most of these quarries don't want you in there collecting their stuff. This is some of my pre-90. I collected up close to the Knife River. This stuff actually, it's a gemstone, can be. People make jewelry out of it. I don't know about my things, are more mineral specimens and something that can be made jewelry into. This is some of that cinnamon quartz, and I'm gonna guess some of that structure there, I'm gonna guess stromatolitic, meaning like blue-green algae made it, some kind of algae colonies, more of that. So this is kind of my opal I collected. It's got a real thin sheen of opal on it. It's actually fairly attractive when it's wet. I don't know if I could ever do any tumbling with this, how it would turn out, but it's just all collected locally, relatively locally. Some more of that stromatolitic cinnamon quartz. This one's kind of cool. It's actually got cephalopods and stuff roll into it. Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. It's like super heavy. It's a piece of slag from a foundry, but it's got a really sculpted look to it. This is like, so that's from a trilobite. That's the mouth part. So that trilobite would have been, I don't know, maybe 3.5, 4 feet long. It's an isotylus. It's the mouth part from an isotylus. So that's just one tiny part. That's essentially the lips of the animal. But I would have been one big bug. Dinosaur bone collected out west. This wasn't collected by me, but my now deceased friend Tim Stennerson. It's the original like field cast plaster and burlap. I bought it from him for next to nothing. It's a femur off of a hadrosaur, but he was trying to do a reconstruction, and there's like sulfur in the rock matrix, and once it gets wet, it expands and blows stuff apart. So this thing is a many hours of effort to rebuild it, but someday maybe I get back to it and rebuild it. It's probably worth a few $100 if I did something with it, but man, that's a labor intensive. One of the funner artifacts I've collected in the old Red Wing pottery dump in Red Wing is clay separation pieces. these pieces are used to separate crocks and stuff, so they went fused together in the kiln. But what's neat about these is people just squeeze clay together to make the pieces, but you actually preserve fingerprints. So there's actual like preserved fingerprints in this artifact. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's in focus. But so I got actual like, so if Jack the Ripper ever worked in the Red Wing pottery building, well, got his fingerprints. But yeah, these are probably what, 140 some years old. So somebody's fingerprints from 140 years ago, preserved perfectly almost.